You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
For the community, by the community.
Welcome to the first installation of HomeChat. HomeChat is a local West Hartford production which will cover all the important aspects of real estate, of buying and selling a home. I'm a realtor, I'm your host. My name is Katja Dunn with Keller Williams Realty, and I work with Ina Klebanov. Ina and I have been working with buyers and sellers for many years. We have been covering West Hartford, and the most fun we have is working with first-time buyers, of course with sellers too. And so tonight we will be discussing all the important aspects of buying, especially we will cover mortgage, we will cover home inspection issues, and so we have a wonderful panel of guest speakers tonight. And one of the guest speakers would be Sarah Rogers. Sarah Rogers is our first-time buyer. And then we invited Steve Tesler. Steve Tesler is a mortgage broker, a local mortgage broker in West Hartford, Connecticut Mortgage. And we invited Joan from Tiger Home Inspection. And I will give each of them a little time to introduce themselves. And Sarah, tell us a little bit about you and about your home buying idea.
Well, my husband and I, Matt, we moved to Connecticut about 8 years ago for school. I'm from California, and my husband's from Vegas and Arizona, so we're transplants to New England. But I really feel like Connecticut, particularly West Hartford, is the place for us. I love Connecticut's state motto, which is "He who transplanted still sustains." That gives me much hope for a very happy future.
Thank you so much. Steve, tell us a little bit about you and why you're in the business.
Oh, I'd be delighted, thank you. I grew up in the area in central Connecticut. I attended Central Connecticut State University. Mm-hmm. I've been doing mortgages for 18 years, and I enjoy it. I feel like I help people. Every day is a little bit different. Every day is a little bit challenging. I had been a real estate agent, and grew disenchanted with location, and
yes.
became enamored with numbers, and not unhappy that I made the transition. I live in town with my wife, Ann, my 19-year-old son, Nathaniel, and I love West Hartford.
Thank you very much. Joanne, tell us a little bit about you and why you're in the business.
Well, I started with Tiger Home Inspection a little over 14 years ago, and the company has grown tremendously since I've been with them. They started off with about 7 inspectors when I began, and now we have almost 20. And I think that says a lot about a company.
Oh, absolutely.
My role in the company as a marketing manager, I really enjoy because I like helping people really make sure that they're going into their first big-time investment. It may be the largest investment of their life after all, and they're comfortable with their purchase, and that's what Tiger Home Inspection allows them to do.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, we're talking about our first-time buyers. Sarah, I have a few questions for you, and I think you probably would be a very good help to our audience today, people who are thinking of starting the buying process and buying their first house. And I agree, it's the biggest transaction. Sarah, tell me, what did you do to prepare yourself to buy a home?
Well, once we knew that home buying was on the horizon, I knew that I needed to do my homework. And as we've heard the phrase location, 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 I knew that was my first priority, was to find where we were going to live. Mm-hmm. And then once I knew that, we we picked a 20-minute commute from my husband's work, basically, to try and find a town that we would like to live in.
Very important.
And I have very specific criteria on my dream home and the neighborhood that I'd like to live in. So I knew that I was going to need some help trying to find the perfect place for us. So that's where you come in, Katya.
That's right.
I actually asked around lots of friends and neighbors and people trying to find out who that you would recommend as a realtor for the areas that I was interested in living. And then from there, you were one of 2 highly recommended realtors. So I kind of test drove both of you. I
The right thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, well, good. I had you guys take me to different houses, asked you probing questions, basically interviewed both of you to try and figure out who would be the best fit for me. And you both were highly recommended for a reason. In the end, I realized there really wasn't a wrong choice. What tipped the scale for me, though, I think was that you and I had started developing a friendship.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
And I knew that you listened. And I felt that through our interaction, you would be able to see my vision for my dream home and help me to find it. And so here I am.
Thank you very much. And I think it is very important to find a realtor which fits to you. And it is just like with everything else, we need to shop around. And I highly recommend that too. Even if we kind of want everybody to go, with you, right? But it is important to shop around. It has to be a personal fit. Thank you. Did anything surprise you so far about the home buying process? I'm sure there were some surprises on the way. And you're still looking. I haven't mentioned that.
Yes.
Sarah is, of course, still looking. We haven't completed our mission, right?
Yeah, we're more at the beginning stages of the process. But yeah, we're there have been surprises. There's a lot of unfamiliarity here. We're a first-time home buyer. I've never done this before, so I had